Okay, so I'm just putting it out there. I am hardly a YouTuber, just a girl with a camera, so I have opinions that you may or may not agree with, and that's totally fine. And my second point is that despite some pretty frustrating resolutions to the film, the Craft legacy is actually not bad. What's up everybody, my name is Jen and you're watching The Screening Lady. In this video, we're going to talk about 2020's The Craft Legacy, directed by Zoe Lister-Jones, which is sort of like a reboot sequel to the first one back in 1996. 95, 96, it's 96. This time in a more modern high school setting, despite using the same 20-plus-year-old actors, I guess. I know this review is coming in late considering it was released back in 2020, but you know, with just how the films are distributed now because of the pandemic still, I'm actually surprised that Netflix is showing this in my area. So that's pretty cool and I'm super grateful for that, considering I've been waiting for it for a long time to come out. Actually, no, I hated it at first, like when they were planning to do a reboot of this movie, just because The Craft is very important in my life. Like, it's very influential, and yes, I might be a bit biased only because it shaped me into who I am. I saw it in the theaters twice. I was 9 years old when it came out, so a lot of the themes there, I did not understand it back then, but when I was at that stage, it was just a bunch of weird kids, weird girls who stood out, were being bullied, and they took matters in their own hands. The Craft legacy has some good and some bad in it. A lot of it more is a frustration on my part, because having grown up to watching the first one, I'm not super expecting to have like an Oscar-winning film or, you know, anything of that sort, but it was more of getting that same feeling that, you know, the generation, the younger girls of today, what can they get out of this film? And the way they set it up, there was supposed to be, like, I was waiting for things to happen, but you know, it didn't get to where I expected it to be. And we're just gonna talk more about that very quickly. But in terms of the wins of this film, I guess number one, the best thing about this film is really the Blumhouse effect of it all. You know, coming from a production house that is known for its dark tones and some weird aspects into it, but it's made for effective storytelling. Well, the tones and the direction was there. I think they were pretty powerful, and it affected in the terms of like the actors' performances. The four leads in this film, these girls, cisgendered girls and one trans woman, they're all so cool and it's very inclusive. And okay, we'll talk about the frustration on my part there too. But anyways, it's just, you know, I think the direction was really great when it came to these actresses, and it was scary for some of the moments there too, like the part where Isaiah was sleepwalking. There were some spooky parts, and I was waiting for the more pagan part of the movie to come out also, but it really didn't reach that. I guess why the first half of the movie worked for me was because they were setting up really cool themes that I was looking forward to be reconciled like towards the end. But where the movie fell short was just nobody got the resolution that they deserved. Number one, I think the weakness of the film is they delved into inclusion of this modern high school setting. We've got a trans girl who's part of the coven. We have some very heavy acting from this guy who turns out to be bisexual, and he gets this whole heavy moment, and I don't know, it just falls into the kill the gays theme again, or like kill the bisexuals, and we really don't get like a win out of that situation except for a Ouija board moment, and that's it. And I wish there was just more into that. The second thing I didn't see much in this version is just the repercussions of their actions and the greatness of their power also. Like, number one, maybe like in the first one, you really can tell like just how powerful they could be, the four of them. But at the same time, like, Nancy was really scary because she ate she got like the biggest bite of the apple, I guess. And here, I guess if we are to modernize it a bit, we would have seen more of like the Wiccan part of it instead of like, you know, just like parlor tricks of it all. They kind of talk about it, you know, but not one of them made a grave mistake. to learn from or overcome. And I guess they just dabbled in it for a little bit, like just in terms of a conversation in the bathroom, and it's not even like confirmed. I guess that's what the girls missed. A lot of it really is just in terms of writing, but a big part of it all, I think, what derailed me sometimes is just David Duchovny being bored making the film. And it's very, I mean, you know, if you're just like a dad on the side, that's okay, you know, I won't even notice that. But you're the antagonist in the movie, and I don't get your point. I mean, he's like a pagan leader in terms of like having men be strong and girls weak and all that. He says he killed Timmy, so you know, there's just nothing much in it, and he's just so bored, especially in that last part or like that final act where they have to defeat him. And again, the resolution after that, they just make fun of it, like, you know, how's the warlock dating going on? Like, no one's really scared that these things happen. The girls killed an adult. Because it's been released, I spoiled myself and already knew that there was a cameo with Nancy. For a second, I kind of wanted it to be Robin Tunney, only because they almost had like the same hair. Or was it from Empire Records? No, yeah. No, wait. Okay, never mind. I actually thought it was gonna be Robin Tunney's Sarah. I actually thought it was gonna be Sarah's daughter, only because Sarah was like the more natural one. Nancy just practiced a lot. Now, I know I'm kind of ending the video just really talking more about my frustrations in the film, but just trying to end on a good note. Everything I'm feeling now, I'm feeling it as an adult. And, you know, my 50-50 relationship with this new show, with this new movie, is kind of the same as what an adult my age would react to for a movie like The Craft back then. And it's definitely going to be different, hopefully, for kids who watch this. You know, whatever they get out of this film, I hope that, you know, the essence of it all is, it's a little bit more inspirational to them in terms of just how strong they can be or how powerful they are. I think one of the better lines here is, the difference is your power. So bottom line, is it a good movie? Not unless you're a fan of it. And even as a fan, you might like the promise more than the premise, I guess. That's it for me. I know I rambled a lot, but I really just wanted to get it off my chest. Thank you so much for your time, and that's it for me for now. A lot of content is coming up, and I'm just excited how eclectic it's gonna be. And if you kind of like that, please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!